Nation.
Let's go.
We made changes.
Welcome into the DNVR Pregame Show for Oregon State at Colorado. We are presented by Game Time. Download the Game Time app. Use the code BUFFS, BUFFS, and get $20 off your first purchase. What's up, guys?
Feeling good on a Friday, man. How you feeling?
Not bad at all.
Yeah, rested, you caught up, you doing good?
I'm ready for tomorrow to completely wreck my sleep schedule again, yes.
Again.
Yes.
I'm just glad you're back, though.
He feels good, but he's already pre-complaining.
What?
Good point. Because when he doesn't get rest, he complains.
Yep.
He's pretty grumpy.
Oh, my God.
Wow, there's a lot of tickets available on Game Time. Get in the door for $111, all fees included.
Deuce, my son, y'all can't see him. He's in town. He asked me today, we were walking around folks, he said, how much a ticket cost, for a game? And I told him about Game Time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
How much for tickets now?
$111.
For a sold-out game.
Yep.
Can't beat Game Time, man.
Cannot.
Download the app, create you an account, use the code BUFFS, $20 off.
Love to see it.
See your seat before you see your seat.
Boom. It's good stuff.
It is good stuff.
Obviously, pretty big news today, Unc.
What was that? What happened?
Pat Shurmur has been promoted to play caller.
I could have sworn you were talking about the Swedish meatballs for lunch. That was pretty big news.
Oh.
I mean, I'd like to hear about that, too.
Yeah.
So
they were pretty damn good.
Did they beat IKEA's?
Yes.
Wow.
Damn.
Yes.
High praise.
Yeah, all season long, man, people – let me change that. It hadn't been all season long. The first couple games of this season, particularly TCU, you looked at Shadour's 500 yards. You looked at winning a game that Vegas said you weren't going to win. So this offense, at least from a talent standpoint, from the player's perspective, has the talent to do what it did at TCU, to do what it did in Nebraska. And somewhere along the way, we lost our way.
Yeah.
And so new direction. And I really think, guys, one of the sobering things that opened it all up for Coach Prime to say, okay, let me try something different here is when you look at that first half of UCLA, it was 7-6 at halftime. Mm-hmm. And that was with about 2 weeks, because we had a bye week, 2 weeks preparation for that game. And when you got a guy like Shedeur Sanders and the offensive weapons we have, including a Dylan Edwards out there for a check down or something, we should be scoring more than that.
Yeah. Big time.
And so, so it's just it was inevitable, with the way that was going, that, you need a spark, you need to try something different, see if you can get some more juice out of the offense. And you have the people right here in this building that can help do that.
It's funny because I was telling these guys in the car on the way up, I said, I guess I think I've been around Coach Prime enough now, and he does things so unconventionally that I'm used to it now, and it feels conventional. Because I had friends texting me today that said, this is wild. And I was like, really? It doesn't feel wild to me.
Sorry.
And what I was going to ask you, throw it back to you, is there's actually – this is kind of there's precedent for this.
Man,
Coach Prime.
that's where I was about to go. I know a lot of folks from Coach Prime got here as their first introduction to him, and they didn't have time to go back and look at what occurred at Jackson State. Well, now you do. And let me tell you what happened his second season. We had a spring COVID season, mm-hmm. right? And then that fall you had a second season within the same calendar year. Coach Michael Pollock, who is here on this staff, was the offensive coordinator. We were 3-0, and he made a change at offensive coordinator because we weren't living up to the scoreboard equaling our talent on offense. Mm-hmm. The very next year, we won the SWAC championship, undefeated in conference, lost a bowl game. The very next year, new offense coordinator, because we left too much meat on the bone. Like Coach Prime, man, he knows what his standard is. He knows what he's looking to get out of something, and he will do things to get that out of it.
Yep.
And it doesn't necessarily mean somebody is cast away or anything like that, because like I just said, Coach Michael Pollock is an offensive analyst on this staff from JSU. He remained on the staff at JSU. But Coach Prime has done changes midway of a season, after games before, after things don't go right, and it works. It shakes things up, and it works.
And I actually love the fact that Coach Pollock is still around after that happened because it shows you the quality of relationship that Coach Prime had with him and was able to maintain with him and was able to say, hey, this is not personal.
No, it exactly. Man, damn well said. Were you at Jackson State with us?
I was not. I wish I was.
Because it wasn't personal. It is about maximizing the talent that you have, the system, the scheme, getting it all going in the right direction at the same time, week to week to week to week. And when he sees that something ain't up to that standard, he's going to have multiple conversations about it. And then when it still doesn't change, he makes change. And let me tell y'all this. I don't care if it's, Chef Solomon, Carl Solomon in the cafeteria. I don't care if it's Neely with the pregame show. Like, Prime will sit you down and say, like, hey, RK, look, this is what I'm seeing. And we need to do different. All right?
Yep.
Let a couple of weeks go by, and you ain't done different. Okay, Jake, could you help him out? He manages that way, man, and he knows how to shake up a system. Again, it's not about throwing people out or out in the cold or this or that. It's about making sure that we're doing things schematically that maximize the level of talent, or at least the potential talent we have. Look at this. You look at our record. We're sitting here, 4-4?
Yep.
Outside of the Oregon game, 3 of those, who doesn't believe we could have won?
All of them were winnable.
Okay. Now let's flip it the other way. Take away a Shedeur Sanders or a Travis, the 4 wins, who doesn't believe we could have lost them?
You would have.
So I saw that to say, our margin of error here is razor thin.
Yes.
And if adding in a co-coordinator who is seeing things differently and communicating differently can get a spark these last 4 games that you need 2 of if you want to go to a bowl game, why would you not do it?
Totally. And that's kind of what we talked about this morning. Is like
do or die time.
Coach Prime doesn't have time to wait around. He wants to win now. And the fact that it happened at Jackson State while the team was 3-0
Was winning. Yeah.
shows you that it's really not about the results relative to what everyone else expects. It's about the results relative to what Coach Prime expects.
We'll say it.
And so you have all these people today tweeting out things like Colorado's averaging 32 points per game, which is the most they've averaged since 2001. And last season they only averaged 15 points a game and blah, 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 blah. You think Coach Prime cares about that? What he cares about is he looks out there and he says, we have the best quarterback in the country. We
Absolutely.
have Travis Hunter. We have Jimmy Horn. We have Zay Weaver. Why are we not better?
Exactly. It literally is just that simple. Yes, we got these many points scored. Yes, we've won some games, particularly early on in the season, but the Prime standard is not being met. The maximization and utilization of the talent that you currently have is not being lived up to. That means try something different.
What have you seen at practice this week? I mean, this change assumedly took place earlier in the week. They got to get ready for a game. This didn't just happen today.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's one of the things about the social media world when people start the rumor thing, right? And then somehow the rumor becomes fact, and it's later in the week. But internally, all that is kind of not like deliberately blocked out, but just functionally blocked out. Nobody's paying attention to it. When you get guys in an offensive huddle and they've been working with these coaches all along, Pat Shurmur is not new to this building.
Yep.
Sean Lewis is not new to this building. These players on offense have heard these 2 voices before. So it's not something what the world may see is like, oh, what's going on in there? Shedeur ain't tripping. Travis ain't tripping. Jimmy Horn ain't tripping. Like they have know these guys and know their teaching styles. So I think practice, and this is let me get ahead of it, Jake, because sometimes when you say you like pizza, people hear that you hate chicken.
Right.
So when I say that practice has been energetic this week, that doesn't mean last week it wasn't energetic. The guys here are 1 week at a time because that's what their coaches preach. 1-0 this week because that's what their coaches preach. These guys have been focused on getting ready for this game just like they have been in past weeks. I think you've seen some things schematically that were different that, of course, I ain't going to tell Oregon State because I know they're watching. But there's – people are bouncing around and excited to be in this building, man. This team knows, just as the staff knows. We got 4 games left. Well, 3. We got these games left, and we got to get through them. And we got this one here at home tomorrow, the next one at home. Then you go on the road for 2. It's ball time. It's put up or shut up, man.
Yep.
Like, no one's tripping over if the meatballs have marinara or Alfredo on them. Like,
Which did they have?
They didn't have either. That was the beauty of it. I love how I went back to the opening of meatballs and you were right there with me. Oh, my God, you're great. So practice, man, to answer that question, practice this week has been what practice has always been. It's attention to detail, alignment, assignment, technique, knowing where you're supposed to be, coaches making sure in these meeting rooms, a great meeting Wednesday night in here with Charles Kelly and his defense, the secondary in particular. So I think this team understands, man, we got a home game. You know, what better way when you need – and you know, this, again, Coach Prime talks about it all the time. He's not talking about bowl games. You don't hear players talking about the bowl games. But you know mathematically you need 2 more wins to have a bowl opportunity. Mm-hmm. You got 2 home games in a row.
Yep.
What better opportunity? And
then probably on the degree of difficulty scale, your most winnable game after that, just based on the way these teams are playing, would be Washington State. So you got 3 in a row here that are winnable.
Yeah.
And obviously Utah is winnable too, but your 3 most winnable games, I would say, are back-to-back-to-back.
Back-to-back-to-back, absolutely. Love it.
Alyssa, really quick, will you go get rid of the last stream, the one that we didn't use? Cool. Just so there's no confusion.
You're spot on, though, man. We talked about it earlier today. It's do or die time. I mean, just look at the math. You got to win 2 games, 4 games left.
Love it. I love the position we're in. I love the opportunity before us. I love what Coach Prime has introduced as far as shaking some things up, and I love how the organization has embraced it. You know, you got to do something. You can't keep doing the same thing, expect different results. They say that's the definition of insanity. And one thing Coach Prime ain't is insane. Now, he's crazy because he's crazy like a fox crazy, genius crazy. But he ain't insane, man. He knows what the hell he's doing. He knows how to get the best out of this staff and this organization and this team and his players. And I'm looking forward to see the results of this week on the field, because here's another thing that gives us, with the change, a shakeup. Coaches are human. Humans are predictable. We've had 8 games where people having film on us and watching us on TV. You don't know what the hell Pat Shurmur's going to do.
Yep.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. I mean, there's a bunch of people in Buff Nation who are up in arms about this because we saw Pat Shurmur as OC for the Broncos, and that was not a good Broncos team. But what have you seen from Pat Shurmur just in his time here?
His understanding of the game as it relates to the talent that he has and what he can do with that talent. He's not a guy that forces his system. He adjusts his system and teaching to who he has in the room. And when you look at having a Shedeur Sanders in the room and a Zay Weaver on this side of the field and a Travis Hunter on this side of the field and a Jimmy Horn Jr. coming in at the slot and a Dylan Edwards coming out the backfield, it gives you a lot of ways to be creative.
Yep.
When you understand, like, here's the things I like to do that I see in the defense, the opportunities, and here's the players I have and the favorable matchups they give me, at the end of the day, man, one of the things that we did not do well, say the past 4 games, maybe even 5, even if you count some of the wins, sometimes we've discussed it on the show. You look out there on the field, and are our best players out there?
Yep.
Like,
absolutely.
Let's start there.
Yeah.
Let's just start there. Do you have the best 11 on your team out there at the same time?
It's a good question, and there have been times where the answer would probably be no.
Yeah, because you and I have talked about it. You would text me like, man, where's such and such? I'm like, I have no idea why he's not out there in this situation.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, I have to wonder what it's like for Pat Shurmur to come into this situation. But I have to imagine there's an advantage to having watched it from his seat, having also done it, right? It's not as if he's getting his first chance at calling plays.
Absolutely
he's
not.
Done it damn near everywhere.
Yeah, and at every level.
And so you've watched the whole season from where he's been sitting on the sideline and been thinking to yourself, I'd love to do this. I'd love to do that. We could have done this here. We could have done that here. And now you get to do it. And I have to imagine there's an advantage to that. It's kind of like when you have a player who gets injured for a couple games and they say, man, seeing the game from the sidelines, I started to notice a few things. And I'm taking mental reps thinking, oh, man, if I was out there on the field, I wouldn't have noticed that there was the opportunity to do this.
You're preaching.
And a lot of times those guys come back and they're even better because they have a new perspective on the position. That's exactly how I feel about Pat Shurmur here. And
juxtaposed to that, that's the opportunity for Sean Lewis, is to be co-coordinator with a Pat Shurmur and glean for him as well.
Totally.
Yeah, like it's a true opportunity, man.
And I believe Pat is going to be calling from the booth.
He will.
So, there's another thing is he's going to have a new perspective from up there, and he'll have Sean Lewis as his eyes down on the field, and those guys should be able to, work together harmoniously.
And harmonious-wise, with Lewis still being on the field, that's what the players are used to.
Yep.
His signals, his communication. So I don't think – and I get it, when you're outside this building, oh, man, what are you doing? I can't believe that happened. And I even get it for people who are Colorado/Denver Bronco fans who think about that Pat Shurmur. Like, okay, I get it. Totally different situation here, though. Totally different situation.
Yep, and as I said this morning on our emergency show, probably the best quarterback in terms of the relative to the competition that Pat Shurmur has ever worked with. If you go back and look at Pat Shurmur's quarterbacks in the NFL, he had a lot of success with mid-tier NFL quarterbacks. We talked about earlier, is Nick Foles, is Case Keenum.
Mm-hmm.
He never had an elite quarterback in the NFL. He now gets to call plays for an elite quarterback at the college level.
Which is what I was, alluding to when I talked about what a coach has as a system and their philosophy, and then now look at the pieces I got to do it with. Because it's like if you want to make tomato soup, having some fresh out the Mississippi Delta soil tomatoes or some that's been in a can at the grocery store for 2 years, like which one's going to be better soup?
Yep.
Same recipe, but the ingredients are so damn different, man. And Shurmur has some key ingredients here that I believe he's going to utilize.
Now, there's the elephant in the room, which is the offensive line.
Yeah, that hadn't changed.
And that's the point. Do you think that Shurmur has some tricks up his sleeve to help them out a little bit?
I would imagine so. Not to divulge things that we're seeing at practice this week, but I do believe that there's an understanding of deliberate running the ball. I do believe that there's an understanding of how do we get the Dylan Edwards of TCU, to show up for Oregon State. I think there's some things where you can do schematically that, okay, this particular lineman blocks better in this situation, blocks worse in that situation. Let's call plays where he's better.
Yep.
Versus his deficiencies. Because sometimes you have your script and you're calling plays and you're not necessarily thinking about personnel because somebody got injured that week, somebody sat out that week, and so you just got your thing instead of going, oh, that's right, Neely's in the game. We really shouldn't pull that way. Oh, that's right, RK is in the game. We really should run this way. I think what Pat, being from what you said, looking from the outside, watching all this, has developed an understanding of what people do best and how do I put them in their best situation.
I really think that there is something to be unlocked by simply just popping a couple runs. I know that sounds so simplistic.
No, we've been advocating that, man.
But I have a feeling we're going to be sitting in this room tomorrow night or Sunday morning, and we'll be saying, man, the fact that they had those two big runs early changed everything for the offensive line. And I meant to ask Matt McChesney this yesterday, but I know the answer. I just wanted to hear him say it, which is when you get going a little bit in the run game, it makes the offensive line so happy.
Oh, yeah.
They got to be stoked to be told that they're going to be able to just go forward and kind of maul some people on the offensive line this week.
Exactly.
You would think, man.
So if they're able to just open up a couple holes in the run game early in the game, well, guess what? Oregon State's thinking to themselves, how are things going to change? How are things going to change? How are things going to change? They're scrambling today to try and understand, or once the game gets going, to try and understand, well, what are they doing differently than what we're used to on film? And if one of those things is run the ball and they're able to have any sort of success doing it, it is going to put the seed of doubt into those outside linebackers and pass rushers.
I love that second part, that seed of doubt, because I actually think it's right now what they're seeing and hearing and doing is nothing. Because of the performance of our trenches, changing an OC to co-OC or whatever, I don't know if it makes a defensive line on the other side of the field go like, okay, y'all, let's regroup.
Yeah.
So I think there's a degree of taking this for granted that's going to occur. And if we can go out there and punch them in the mouth, I mic'd up Coach Brew on the pregame show YouTube. He just said, man, it's a big boy game. Like, it's just a big man game. It starts in the trenches. Like, who's going to hit who in the mouth first and who's going to fold first? I think if we can make them not even just fold, RK, just make them think, ponder, believe that, no, man, they not like what everybody been saying they are.
Yep.
Like, that dude is strong.
They're coming into this game, and nationally, everyone would say the more physical team out of the two. If you come into this game and you punch them in the mouth and let them know that you're not here to be pushed around and that you can push back yourselves, I think that changes the whole tone of the game, really.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It absolutely does. And the goal should be – come on in. The goal should be to just get them to think, get them on their heels a little bit so that you can open up some play action, so that you can get the ball downfield, so you can just change things up just a little bit.
You know, y'all, I'm not only excited because our co-host – notice I didn't say guest. Our co-host is joining us. I'm more excited that we have on matching pants.
Well, as he gets settled, I'll tell you guys about our friends at Soul Savvy. Don't miss out on the biggest sneaker drops and download the Soul Savvy Drops app. Keep up with all the latest news, releases, raffles, and sales in the sneaker world. This Saturday, November 4th, we have the Air Jordan 1s Reimagined Royals dropping. Sign up for Soul Savvy by clicking the links in the description below or by visiting links.soulsavvy.com/DNVR or head over to the App Store and download the Drops by Soul Savvy app. And then shout out.
I got some new shoes on today. Shout out to Soul Savvy.
There you go.
I'm just glad he didn't get Cherry and Curry confused again.
That's true.
Yeah.
You like
these? I do like those. I think he's muted again.
No, I know. She knows I'm
Real quick, though, tell the people.
knows.
You were at the tailgate. You had some big sips a few times, right?
Yeah, those are good. I like those.
Can you tell the people about them a bit?
They're like a canned cocktail, you know.
There you go.
But the thing about them is big sips, big number in terms of alcohol content.
There you go.
So they bring it. Those things hit.
There you go. You can find them across tons of Colorado convenience stores. Shout out to them for coming out through our tailgates.
How big is the can? It's like a little
Is
can.
it a tiny little one?
It's the little ones?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
You know that means packs a punch then.
Yeah.
They hiding something in that one.
That's like the turbo core of drinks.
Colorado linebackers coach Andre Hart joining the show.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Coach?
What up?
Coach,
That's Jake over there. That's my
sir.
guy. We're on the
Yes,
same
sir.
team today. That's Jake
Love
over there.
That's Willie, which is short for Dick.
I like Willie, though, man. Willie just sounds it's more pimpish, you know what I'm saying?
Big Willie.
I'll take
Big
that
Willie style.
description.
You feel me?
So for us to show you a Big Willie,
You know?
we have, of course, been, before you joined us, discussing the offense and some changes there, been deep into that. Now let's flip to defense. We got a defense linebacker coach, Andre Hart, with us. What have you seen out of your guys in the defense in total this week, man, going into this finally a home game, bye-week road, now we're back at home?
Yeah. Well, first of all, last time I was here, man, I had a great time. This was fun.
Oh, we had no.
This is really, really fun, man. So I'm glad you guys let me come back.
Anytime.
Get back on
Always.
the show.
Anytime.
You're a co-host.
Yeah. So on the defensive side, we just want to play fast. We want to play fast, and I mean we want to get off to a great start. I think the last two games, statistically, we've held teams to about 3.5, 3.9 points for the first half. Mm-hmm. Now we need that to shift over into the second half, and we win the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, so what Coach has done, what Coach Kelly has done, is he's looked at some of the bankrupt things that we've done well, and we've kind of started that as our staples, and then built out from that.
Yep.
As far as what we had to do for this game plan. So things that the guys are very comfortable with and can play fast and physical against are our staples. And then we built, based on who we're playing, a scheme and a game plan that's kind of advanced from a confidence standpoint. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So from a baseline of, I know this, I got this, we execute this well. Statistically, we've had great success when we've ran these calls. Now let's look at the game plan, see how we tweak it, what we change to fit the opponent we're going to face, and how we stop them.
What specific challenges does Oregon State pose?
Physical team, man. Very physical team. Coach Kelly, and we've always talked about it because we got a chance to see some of their games early because the teams we played early, they played already. And we were always impressed at the football team and how they execute on defense. We saw the offense, but we were really impressed by the defense and the offensive line because they don't waste their time double teaming. They're trying to climb up on linebackers right now. They're athletic. They're physical. The backs are downhill backs, not a lot of juking or jiving type of thing. One cut downhill kind of guys.
Yeah.
And, the quarterback, he's a game manager. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't get you beat. Those are the things he kind of does. So
I love that, man. So they're coming to you.
yes, they're coming to us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be great. I like that type of attack because now you know exactly what's coming right now. Yeah. There's no trickery and all that kind of stuff with a lot of motion and everything like that. They coming at you.
All right.
Coach, just to go back to last week real quick, when you're coaching a defense that's +4 in the turnover margin and you start to see the game slipping away like that, what is it that you tell your guys to kind of keep them, I guess in better spirits or good spirits to try and close out the game?
Well, you keep talking about their play, what they've done, what we've done in that game, and don't look at the scoreboard, don't look at any of that. Keep playing and being consistent in what you're doing. Trust the process, Don't necessarily worry about the outcome at that point. Just keep playing and doing the things you've been doing that got us to 4 turnovers. And that's all you can do. And play complementary football. Help the offense out. Mm-hmm. Get 3 and outs. Get them back on the field. We have a great quarterback over there, and we got some great minds coaching over there. So let's get them the ball back and so we can score because we've shown we can score. Yeah. And when you get 4 turnovers like that, man, you just keep rallying to the ball. It builds confidence.
I hate to even ask this because I know if you knew and I knew, we would have solved it by now.
Yeah.
What are the triggers instead of the one specific thing when we see the momentum erode in that second half that we haven't, when you look at UCLA third quarter, 2 plays they scored. Mm-hmm. And then we seemingly become a team of, oh shit, it's happening again. Mm-hmm. And then we believe it's happening again and we let it happen again because we believe it's happening again.
Yeah.
How do we no, that was a big play. That doesn't mean they're going to get a second big play.
Yes, it's like being on a bad date, man. It's just
now you got to explore this with me.
Shit triggers you, man. You know what I'm saying? It just triggers you, dude. You can't help that. That's why you go to therapy and you try to figure out how to control your triggers. But that's what happens. You get a bad call. See, usually what happens for football, I'm going to tell you, in football teams, football players, you get a bad call. Yeah. I always start with some type of bad call by the ref, 15-yard penalty, first down, get some out of for defense. Speaking on the defense perspective.
Sure.
You got them 3rd and long. Get a pass interference, roughing the pass or something like that. Now it's first down. Then after that, it's the explosive play that happens, right? They throw a slant and the guy slips and falls. It's like, oh, shit. This is a show I can cuss on, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, it's too late. I've already done it. But then he slips, and now, boom, he's hit the field for another 40, 50 yards. Mm-hmm. Then they go tempo on you, and you're trying to line up. And so then you line up, and boom, now it's a false start. Offsides. Get another penalty, and it's another shot. It's things like that build up, and it's like, oh shit, here we go again. Here's the problem, and that's the trigger, man.
Yeah,
it's like when you're sitting down and that first date with that girl, and she reminds you of the one that ordered steak and lobster on the first day. You're like, oh shit, I remember what happened after this.
Yeah, appetizer, entree, dessert. Something to go for.
Oddly specific. You want to tell the story?
Something to go for the kids at home.
I'm just saying, something to go for the kids at home. $175.
You're not gonna feed my kids?
First date, $175. Shit.
Can I tell a funny story?
Please.
Go ahead.
Love funny stories.
One time I was going out to dinner for my birthday with my biological dad. Now, I owed my stepdad $100 from a bet that I lost to him.
Everybody follow.
I just love that you and your stepdad are making bets.
Oh, yeah. You want to know the bet?
What a man, yeah.
I was 15 years old. And he bet me $100 and gave me 100-to-1 odds that I would not take a bus to Idaho and back. That was it. Now,
unsupervised 15. Get on the bus, come right back.
And that's the catch. I would have done it. I would have done it alone.
Yeah.
My mom wouldn't let me. So she said, you got to get a friend to take you. Or you got to get a friend to go with you.
Yeah.
But none of my friends' parents would let them do it.
Imagine that.
So I lost the bet.
Yeah.
I had 1 year to do it. I lost the bet. So now I'm 16. It's my 16th birthday. Going out with my biological dad.
You know your stepdad just wanted some alone time with your mom, right?
Dang, bro.
No, I'm just saying.
Don't derail my story.
Okay, go ahead. I just want you to know I want you to know the motivation of the bet.
Wow.
Hey, man, why don't you go to Idaho for a day?
A day? How far is Idaho from where you were living?
It would have been like a 14-hour bus ride.
Wow, that's a lot of alone time. That's a lot of.
That's both ways.
Hey, for 10 G's, it was a fair trade.
What'd you say? Both ways?
Yep. 14 hours there and back, I think.
Oh yeah.
So, anyways,
yeah.
I owe him $100.
So you got a little brother, a little sister?
I have an older sister.
Oh, I thought
Because the trip didn't take place. Had the trip take place, he'd have a sibling. Go ahead.
He says
that's what I was thinking.
He says if you order a 30-ounce steak, Pittsburgh medium rare, and bring me back the leftovers, make your dad pay for it, I'll let you out of the back.
That's gangster.
So I did it. That's gangster. That's my way. That's what you reminded me of getting
that's
steak
gangster.
and lobster, bring some home to the kids.
So your dad bought the stepdad's steak dinner.
And bought me out of my bet.
That is cool.
And you never said a word.
No, of course not.
That's some good stuff. That's some good stuff.
Hey,
Only thing
I
is,
want to do something real quick, something I've never done on this show, or probably any show, because I do not want you to leave, right? But we got Bentley here. I'm going to give Bentley my chair. Because no, man. To have a coach and one of his players on the show at the same time, we've never done that.
he's not going to be truthful.
No, Bentley's not truthful.
But that's why you're here. It's like I saw you. I saw Coach Prime when you were on the show with Mark Johnson, and he was like, "I'm not leaving because I know he's going to say some stuff." You get to stay here.
That's right.
Why
That's
don't I
right.
make you around here?
I'll
Okay.
hop off.
All right, cool.
This is like a good court movie where the gangster's on trial, and he's getting ready to get sentenced.
Yeah.
And so Bentley is one of the other gangsters. He's getting ready to testify.
Bentley's going to point at you and say, "That's the real head of CMD."
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just sitting back there. I'm like Ghost, sitting back there in the audience, just looking at Bentley like, yeah, all right, motherfucker. Say something.
Colorado linebacker LaVonta Bentley. What's up, man?
What's going on? How
Now,
you doing?
Ben, I want you to play like your position coach is not in the room.
For sure, yeah.
What kind of guy is your position coach?
No. He's a funny guy, man. He keep me going.
Position coaching.
Sure, yeah. He keep me going, man. Funny guy, yeah.
But he doesn't. Now, this is me watching practice, watching the drills. He doesn't let up on you.
No, at all.
Yeah, sometimes he coaches you like he don't like you.
For sure, yeah. But you need that though to keep you going. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, this a business.
Yeah.
So you need that coach to push you to keep putting your best foot forward each and every day.
And he'll come right back and bring in the mental health advocates that he caused y'all to need.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. Facts. Yeah, most coaches don't do that.
Yeah.
No, man. That's good that he doing that. Cause
it's like torture and relief, man. You torture them,
let them up,
give them a little relief.
Yeah.
Torture them again.
LaVonta, you guys got a pretty physical team coming in here tomorrow.
Sure.
I guess, how do you approach that challenge of a team that you watch them on film and it's like, wow, these guys are definitely more physical than other teams we played?
Nah, we just got to bring it. We don't focus on the opponent. At the end of the day, we got to do our job. So we know, we've been talking as a group. Mm-hmm. We got to bring our A game. And at the end of the game, we trying to win. So we got to do what we can while we can.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. What's it been like playing with Trevor? He just moved down there in the box with you. What have you seen from him?
Communicating. That's the main thing. On defense, that's what we got to do. So, when he got down there, it was more of not just me communicating, but telling him, this is what we got to do. Be on the same page and make sure everybody, lined up and know their job.
Mm-hmm. Has he impressed you for a guy coming down from safety down to playing in the box?
Yeah, for sure. No, it's crazy. I ain't never seen that, but he making it work. So
love it, man.
Now I want to flip it. I want to ask the position coach, your player's not in the room.
I don't care if he is in the room.
You got some talent. Just beyond that, just right on the other side of that screen is the linebacker room. You got some talent in your room. How do you, whether it's the week in practice, film prep, film watching time, how do you decide with these talented guys, matchups, who's going in situationally or starting the game, et cetera?
Well, it's a couple of things. One thing you want to know, you want to see who's taking what we're doing in individual drills to the game.
Okay.
Because all that stuff has to translate, and it's to help you be a better player. So you grade that. Then you look at who can take hard coaching and who can be able to process new information and be prepared and hustle. You know what I'm saying? The effort that they give. And that's what we do. It's all competitive, right? They're all in that room to help. We're all in that room to win. That's the one thing we all have in common. But every week, anybody can start.
Yeah.
Anybody can start. And it's just based on those things for me. Who's taking what we've learned in Indy to the practice field and to the game? And then are we prepared? Can we take hard coaching, adjustments, and are we flying to the ball? are we running to the ball?
Well said. Now let me throw this to both of you. When you talk about taking something to the game, you as a coach, position coach, you're on the sideline with your guys. You huddle the linebackers up after plays. Talk about why you're on the sideline versus the box, and then I want you, Bentley, to talk about why you like your position coach or don't, like it for him to be on the sideline with you.
So it's an energy thing for me. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the box before, and you can't see a lot of stuff up there in the box, but it's more of an energy thing for me. I feel the energy of my players, the feel of the game, and then I like to talk to them when they come off the field because I need to see what they see. So it's not more or less getting on them if they don't show a certain technique or they don't hit a certain gap. I'm trying to figure out, well, why did you do that?
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Show me what you saw so either I can fix the problem or I can understand why you did that, communicate with the other coaches, and we make an adjustment to make a game plan that's
and
successful.
I'm not saying this to shine you up. I've literally seen you do that. I've seen you ask a player, what did you see? And you're kind of staring off, like visualizing and going, okay. Well, let's do this. Huddle up. Yeah,
correct.
And it's hard to do that from up there.
It's hard to do that. I mean, you got to understand, it's not like, we use this similarity a lot when we say playing the game is like being in war, right? Now, no one's dying, so it's not like that. But in the standpoint, I got to communicate with the guys that are on the field that are going through it with live bullets.
Yeah.
So whatever I draw on a grease board or whatever I say don't mean shit compared to what they seeing at full speed. So if I don't have his perspective first on what's going on, my information, my dialogue is worthless.
I never served. God bless all those who did, and I'm thankful for your service. My dad was a military guy, and when I was a little kid questioning stuff, he would always say to me, son, don't ever question the opinion of the man on the battlefield.
There it is.
You back there at headquarters.
There it is.
And you trying to tell him what he's seeing.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Now, Ben, your man is on the sideline with you. You come off the field. What's it like having a coach there instead of picking up the field phone?
No, I like that. Exactly what he said. Like, he get to see what we see out there, like the energy and the technique. Like, when I come off the sideline, he gonna ask me what happened on this play. Like, somebody worked up to you or something like that. Hand the via the neck, tip of the pad, like stuff like that. And you need that like each and every play. Like, once you get off that field on that drive to see, how can you improve for the next drive. So, having him out there, telling us what to do, just being a leader and a coach, that's the main thing.
Absolutely.
Love it, man. LaVonta, I wanted to ask you, just what have you learned the most from Coach Hart?
So
he's
white. He calls you LaVonta. I'm black. I call you Bent. Just a subtle difference.
You know what? Yeah.
This is just subtle difference.
Yeah.
Neither one of them are wrong. It's just, one is cool.
Just blindfolded, you would know right now he's white. He's black.
Check it like, where did I go now?
Willie.
What have you learned the most from Coach Hart so far, just playing under him?
Have fun out there, but also technique. That's the main thing, because most coaches don't teach that like they should. They just throw you out there and think you should know it on the fly. So he just make sure we go over the little things, the little details, because at the end of the day, that's what's gonna get you beat, have you to win the game. So
love that, man.
Love it. Ben, I know you gotta get ready to get on that bus and all that to the hotel.
Yeah, for sure.
Always a pleasure having you come by, man.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man.
And I'm glad you're on my team.
Sure,
because I would not want to play against you. He's a big dude, man. Strong.
He is.
Yeah, he's strong. Man, you got some talent in your room, man.
I got some talent in my room, but I got some voices in my room. You hear his voice? Like Junior Barry White.
Yeah, Barry White was over there. You know
what I'm saying? Lower the quarterback to sleep. Come here. Come here. Let me sack you.
That could go a lot of ways.
Bentley White.
Bentley White? What?
It's like Barry White.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I was with you.
I thought we was on the.
He thought we was back on Jake. Like
see, that's why you got to make it like that.
Because Bentley's not white, he's black.
Cue up our next guest, and then I'll swap out.
No,
No. When you come on, you here till you got to go.
Well, okay.
You ain't riding the bus to the hotel.
I'm not. Why are you telling my business, though?
I'm just to get you to stay your ass right here.
Okay, I understand that, but see, that's like I got two enemies.
Bentley got to go. He got to get his stuff ready to get on the bus. He's riding the bus though.
It's you and then my friend behind the camera. She don't like me.
When do you have to leave?
Huh?
Oh,
So
no,
when do you have to go?
You mute him.
When I have to go? Mm-hmm. When y'all go?
All right.
When y'all
Well,
going?
then you're here.
It's
You're for the long haul.
We got, I don't know, another 40-ish, 45 minutes or so.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
All right, Willie.
Big Willie, actually.
Big Willie.
Shout out to us. If you guys have been enjoying the content, consider becoming a DNVR diehard. You get 20% off merch always, a free shirt at sign up, exclusive savings on events, get access to our diehards only Discord. Can you tell the people what's going on tomorrow?
With the tailgate?
Yes.
Yes, so we are doing a tailgate. Just got confirmation from my guy. We will be on Benson. So I said Franklin earlier. That was wrong.
Benson Field.
I take
where's
no
Benson?
responsibility for that.
Where's Benson? Where's that field? I haven't
Benson
seen that.
is directly across the street from where Franklin is. So Franklin, that's where you guys practice outside.
Yep.
Here is Colorado,
Mm-hmm.
right here on the south side of the field.
Gotcha.
Right across the street from that is where Benson Field is.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
it'll be cool. We'll have our own space over there. We are having a free tailgate, food, drink, no charge to anyone.
Now, come on, y'all. I'm
What?
literally looking in the camera at this one.
What?
Yep,
You said
Free.
free?
free,
Alcohol is free?
free.
I have to ask that. I'm black. When I go to places, they say free, and I walk up.
Like, what does it include?
What does it include? What does that mean, free?
Yep. It is
that's
free.
awesome, man.
It is free.
And food, huh?
So,
food.
yep, exactly. All we would do is encourage you to contribute to the 5430
No,
Foundation.
we're going to talk in depth about that in just a second.
Yes, we are.
There you go.
So come by, Benson. We will put out a graphic tonight. Sorry it's so late, but keep an eye out on DNVR Buff's Twitter, my Twitter, Jake's Twitter, and you will see where we're going to be. And come hang out tomorrow. Even if you're just walking up to the stadium, you want to come say hi on your way in and,
Good
shotgun
stuff,
a beer
man.
or something. Let's do it.
I kind of want to come by and say hi when we get dropped off, right
Yeah,
there.
the
There you
buff
go.
walk.
There,
You're
yeah.
right there.
The buff walk?
Yeah.
See you tomorrow, Coach.
You're right there by it.
And then also shout out to our friends over at Snarf's. Coach, have you had Snarf Burger yet or Snarf sandwiches yet?
I had the Snarf sandwiches, Willie.
Yeah.
We talked about this last time.
Oh, did we?
I have
Okay.
not had the burger yet.
Well, you got to try it. Snarf's is all about quality, perfect meat, cheese, bread ratio. It's a damn good sandwich. Also check out Snarf Burgers.
I have a confession.
Yep.
I not only had the burger, I had the fried bologna sandwich.
Yeah.
You see? Y'all see?
A black person came in.
Another black woman. Can you please just come on the camera for a second? Y'all got to understand.
Mama
when
T, Mama Ty, Big Ty. She got
when
some
we
good
hear
nicknames.
free,
All right, Jake.
it's like
give me your
an
headset.
echo. It just goes out.
Here.
So
You got to
Here
put
you
that
go.
on so they hear you.
Take that.
yes, let her talk. Let her explain to y'all the
Let me
power.
explain.
Come on.
Where are we at? What camera? I'm like
Right
Coach
here,
Prime.
right
Which
here.
camera? Okay.
Uh-huh.
I was in the cafeteria. We were watching you all live. And all we heard was free, and everybody said, free? You sure it's free? So I was like, let me go check and make sure that this is our type of free.
See what I'm saying?
That's the real free.
Free food,
And free drinks.
free liquor.
See how she
Are
said
you
it?
sure?
Yeah,
See what I'm saying?
I'm
Okay.
quite
Trying
sure.
to tell you.
Okay.
The black
So we'll see you there.
delegation.
Shake Dave Chappelle.
Well, I'll be working. I can't attend, but I'll see who we can send
All right.
in my place.
Just a couple of red cups with some lids, please, for after the game.
Yes.
We don't do red here.
Oh,
No red.
no, that's right.
No
Gold
red.
cups.
Gold cups, yes.
Yeah. So I'm about to report back
it's free.
that everything is
it's free.
Everything is free. We'll see him there.
Yes,
Mama
please.
T,
I
we
love
appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you.
Yes, please let the black
Big
delegation
Ty.
know that it will be free at the DNV bar.
Yeah. Now, what's the name of the field again?
Benson.
Benson Field.
Yep.
Not at Franklin, but Benson Field.
Right across the street.
Tailgate. What time we starting?
We are starting at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. You
wow.
got plenty of
That's
time.
good.
You
I
got
just
the
made that
morning.
up off the top of my head.
That's we're trying to get information ahead of the graphic. 4 o'clock, Benson Field, free food, free drinks, all because we're getting ready to promote a good cause, even
Yes, sir.
more promote a good cause.
Yes, sir.
We'll be there at 2:37.
And then finally, shout out to DraftKings Sportsbook.
While he's reading ads. Come on.
Buffs are 13.5-point dogs. Get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook. They got their SGPs, tons of great deals. Just scroll across the top in their promo section. It's basketball season, hockey season, and football season. No better time to get on the action. Download the app now. Use code DNVR. New customers can bet just $5 on anything and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code DNVR. The crown is yours. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, licensee partner Golden Nugget, Lake Charles in Louisiana,
Faster.
21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/football terms for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gambling resources.
Sheesh. There you go. Good job. Way to kill it.
Thank you.
All right. Super excited to bring on Jason Weiss. Am I pronouncing that right?
You got it.
All right. Just wanted to make sure. Jason Weiss of the 5430 Foundation, doing some really, really amazing things to help out Coach Prime in Colorado football. So give us the good word. What's up?
Hold on, Jason. The drip, though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the sweater here, this cardigan, that's everything right there, brother.
Thank you.
That hits.
This was not free.
Oh,
It doesn't look like it was free. I love that, man. I got to get me one of those, baby.
You weren't here when they made these. This
I wasn't.
This is
That's
like
what I'm
20
saying.
years ago.
That's what I'm saying. It's vintage, man. I got to find.
You wear something 3 times a year when you come to Boulder, and it stays good forever.
That's
stuff.
a keeper right there, buddy. I need that. Somebody sold me one of these. Make this for me.
all right.
Okay.
Tell us about what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
at
So,
5430.
we're trying to promote charitable causes. We're trying to compensate players. We're trying to win football games. We're trying to make the community better using our new platform of some of your guys and all the players we've got.
And you guys have had a big week this week because finally we have a recurring payment set up.
Yeah, it's been a ride. It's been a ride getting to this point, but we did it. We're here. We have our website, 5430foundation.org. And just in case there's any confusion, 5430 plus or minus a few feet is the elevation of Boulder.
Yes.
Right? When starting a new entity.
So,
flat irons, everything's flat irons.
Mm-hmm.
Ralphie can't use it. Chip can't use it. So what do you do?
5430.
We had to get it up and running.
Now, this is free. I'm giving you this one for free. You said it's the elevation of Boulder.
Yeah.
I say it's the elevation of Boulder.
Ooh, I saw what you did.
See?
I saw.
It's not just the elevation of Boulder.
It's like a Lil
the
Wayne.
elevation of Boulder.
That's like a Lil Wayne verse right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me and Lil Wayne, we have a lot in common.
I get it. I heard that.
Neely's shaking his head over there.
That was terrible.
Huh?
I agree with Neely. You've been on this show too long. This is my first time.
You didn't like it?
It was great.
Oh, it was brilliant.
Thank you. You just got to put the second elevation in all caps, and everyone will get it. Yep. Yeah.
I think that might be true.
That's true.
I mean, that was all on him, bro.
Dude, I thought that was good.
Thank you.
I'm with you, bro.
I appreciate you. Okay, so here's a question that a lot of people have. There's been some, I guess, a little confusion. Hey, there's this NIL, there's that NIL, there's this collective, there's that collective. Explain exactly what the 5430 does.
Yeah, so we are a football collective. We only work with the football program. We only work with football players. Period. Hard stop. We like to use the phrase or the saying, we got ourselves a Lamborghini here all of a sudden, right? Now it's our job to put
Coach
gas.
Hart, right?
That's not. I mean, he's like the rear right tire.
That's exactly right.
He's still crucial. Can't go anywhere without him, bro.
No. It's true, but
You get another right tire. You get another one.
So we have ourselves a Lamborghini. We got to put gas in the tank, and when you buy a Lamborghini, you're not going to put in, cheap unleaded.
No.
85.
Although maybe the people who want a free tailgate will.
Hey.
I don't know who that was, but she may. But you shouldn't. You should put good fuel.
Yeah.
In it, and that's our goal, right? And in doing so, right, we're going to do a lot of good in the community as well, and that cannot be understated.
Yeah, and you and I have had a lot of conversations about, Colorado football. You, like me, have been following this for a long time.
Oh, God.
And have devoted a lot of hours and probably grown some gray hairs.
I lost hair. That's why I'm wearing this hat.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw your eyes gloss over when you said that. You went back, didn't you?
Yeah,
Thought about some
flashbacks.
time.
I came to school here right after we won the Big 12 title. Somebody tricked me, right? That's kind of when I thought, wow, Colorado, that's great football. So maybe I'm the jinx, frankly. So here I'm trying to right my wrong by participating in the 5430 Foundation.
Nice. There you go. But the thing that we've talked about is like this is the last step. This is the last thing. Yeah. Coach Prime can do so much, and he is doing so much, and he's already done so much for this university. But there's one thing, and there's one thing in sports where fans can have a real impact on what happens in terms of wins and losses, and this is that. This is it.
This is our moment.
Yep.
And if you're a Colorado fan, which presumably you are, watching this show, this is our moment. And if you think that Colorado has 5 rich donors that are just going to support the whole thing, if you think that it's already taken care of, if you think all of that, it's wrong.
Yep.
This is going to take a village. It has taken a village to get to this point. It will take a village to take it to the next level. And I will say what's cool about this year, wins and losses notwithstanding, is it's very clear that we have a path. And I think that that's something that we haven't had in a long time. And the path is very clear. And to get there, it's the collective.
Love it. So 5430foundation.org is where you can go and set up your recurring monthly payment. You know, I always talk about this, but like we had 35,000 people watch the emergency show this morning about the coaching staff changes. If everyone there goes and sets up $10 a month, now we're really cooking with gas.
Man.
So
it makes a difference. It really does.
It really does. Like we have our little community here, which is a small piece of, you know, the overarching Colorado football community, the Coach Prime community. If everyone does their part, we will get to the level of, you know, the national powerhouses that, you know, you guys, that everyone wants to be like.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to take your spot here, but the expectation in the building is playoffs.
The expectation in the building is to dominate.
Yep.
Right.
And you're absolutely right. Playoffs, bowls, national championships, that's what we came in here for, and that's what we're going to do. And having community programs like this and sponsors to help us, the collective, to do that, because it takes a lot for what we just do on the field, you know, and what we do in practices and things like that. It's a whole operation that has to be able to run. And what they do for us, man, it takes a lot of the worry off of the concerns of how do we win. Because as a coach, you never want to say, oh, you know what, we need to do this, or let's go after this player, especially in the day and age with NILs and everything else. And you're competing, and you can't give Boulder what it needs. And these guys are helping us do that.
Yeah, and I want to add 2 things too. Charity. So we're affiliated with 4 charities: Humane Society, A Precious Child, Boys and Girls Club Metro Denver, and then our friends at Buffs for Life. 4 really great causes.
Yes.
We've worked with each of them already, and we'll continue to do so in the off season and beyond. Obviously, the kids are busy right now. But
despite what Coach Hart might tell you, the Humane Society is near and dear to my heart. I love my pets.
It's not true. Well, anyway, so before the season, all of our kids went. We gave 100 backpacks full of school supplies to kids in Denver. Awesome. Bought some jumpies for the kids to jump around on, and then they all got to catch passes from Shador and things like that.
Wow.
So you know, we are having positive impact in the community. That's the first thing. The second thing is, to your point about the kids and making them comfortable, right? And I don't know how it was when you guys went here. Jake, I've never met you before. Nice to meet you, Jake.
Yeah, good to meet you too, man.
But you know, when I went to school, I was very blessed. I am very blessed, right? My parents, they said you can go to school anywhere for 4 years. After that, you're on your own.
Okay.
And that was the deal. Yep. And I think that's the deal for many people. Not everybody, but some. These kids, they're working their tails off.
Oh, yeah.
Can I cuss on this show?
Yes.
Absolutely.
They're working their asses off.
Nice.
Okay? We were signing all these kids, and they were here from 6:30 in the morning to like 8:30 at night. I couldn't believe it. I had no idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys are not nice.
No, we're not.
My goodness. Anyway, it was unbelievable. They can't get a job.
Oh, no.
Right? Players in years past were able to get a job. The commitment was less. Right? Yep. The commitment here, everybody's all in. So this is their job. These kids, net of tax, are not getting much more than any other student living on the hill.
Yep.
Right?
They need resources.
They need resources. Boulder's expensive.
Oh yeah,
right. Coach, he always talks about it. This is about making our kids comfortable so that they can perform the way coaches expect them to perform.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Absolutely.
Love it. All right, 5430 Foundation.org.
5430.
They're helping us out with the tailgate tomorrow, so come out and get you some free food and drink.
FREE.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks,
Enjoy your
man.
pasta J's.
And there we go.
Free.
All right.
If you make it free, they will come.
They better.
They're going to come.
All right.
Yes, baby. I'm telling you, dude, that's drip, dude. I'm telling you. Man, I'm getting somebody out there in TV land. I know we got some sores out there. We need one. Y'all saw it. Screenshot the shot on the live screen.
It was a nice cardigan.
It was a nice cardigan. I'm telling you, though, you can't.
Thing looks brand new.
It does.
You cannot.
He's got swag, man. We talked earlier today. You know, he had a. Can I tell you something about that guy?
What do you got? What do you got?
He came. No, don't leave. You need to hear this. You know, he came up to me saying we were chit chatting, right? Yeah. He says, "Man, I just love Ray," and I said, "Who?" He said, "Ray." I said, "Pretty Tony."
Pretty Tony, what they call
it. Then he said, "Who?" I said, "Pretty Tony." He's like, "Ray." I'm
Is
like,
this like a bent LaVonta situation?
So from now on, he knows to call him Pretty Tony.
Yeah.
I put him on game.
How does one go from being named Ray to Pretty Tony?
It's a prime thing.
Hey, man, look, you can't get into those type of discussions, dude. Black folks don't reveal how they got their nickname. You know what I'm saying? It's just what they call.
You still have time,
I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint.
Like Long Leg. You don't want to know why he's called Long Leg.
Go watch the movie The Mac and the character Pretty Tony.
All right, fair enough.
You still have time, Coach?
I do.
All right. Let's get through this final break, and then let's talk about this game.
And then we got another guest.
Well, let's get through this break and talk about this game and talk to a guest then.
That's my guy right there, too. Y'all got a good guest coming, too.
Yes, sir.
If you get hurt, hit up Backus and Shanker. They've been helping Colorado families win for 25-plus years. They've won over $1 billion for their clients. They've got neighborhood offices all over the city.
That's the phone number.
Yes,
Throw
it
the
is.
twos up.
Throw up the twos. If you need the sue, smash the 222-2222 to find out if you have a case for free. Car accident, motorcycle, rideshare, pedestrian, trucks, even if you're hurt at work.
What if somebody hurt
Give
my
them a call.
feelings?
Call your mama.
Shanker
You're on your own.
wins.
Go to church.
Yep.
Then finally, shout out to our friends at Game Time. If you want to get in the doors to this game, if you want to get in the doors for next week.
Another sellout, man.
Well, it's sad to say it. The final game this season at Folsom Field.
Oh,
Next weekend is.
Yeah,
oh,
next weekend is.
Yes.
So you have.
That's it.
Do we selling out away games, too? Y'all know that, right?
Of course.
Yeah, but and they're selling out because we're there.
Yep.
But that's why, Coach, that's why we partner with Game Time. You go to Game Time.
Okay.
You download the app.
Yep.
You create an account. Mm-hmm. You put in the code BUFFS. You get $20 off that first purchase. You get to see where your seat is. No obstructive views, no hidden fees. Because you can't come up to the ticket window tomorrow and get a ticket to this game.
Sure can't.
No, it ain't working. It's sold out. But you can go to Game Time and get a ticket.
Yep.
What?
What are they going for right now?
111 in the door.
And then if you
there's not a bad seat in Folsom.
It's really not.
Nope.
Sign up with code BUFFS, you get $20 off.
So
Terms apply.
91. That's quick math for you.
Create an account, redeem the code BUFFS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. All right, Coach, I have a question for you because the quarterback you're playing tomorrow night is a guy who a lot of college football fans are familiar with. What have you seen from him, just his growth and the challenge that you have in front of you guys for tomorrow?
He has a lot of playing experience. I mean, he's actually competed for a job once, at his former school. The kid he's a manager. He doesn't lose the game for him. You know what I'm saying? He plays within himself. He has some confidence. And, I like his size, his measurables, those things that you look at for a prototypical NFL quarterback. And his IQ, as far as where, in his offense, where they want him to throw the ball, he's very knowledgeable and very comfortable doing that. Like, he makes his reads and he makes his checks and he throws the ball where it's supposed to be thrown, So I think that's the challenge for us is to get him off that mark. Pressure him, get him off that mark, make his eyes go somewhere different than where he wants them to go, and then capitalize on that. That's the big thing, man. So, yeah, but he's going to be fun to play against tomorrow.
Speaking of eyes, making the quarterback's eyes go somewhere with with good pass rush to them. Yeah. Talk about the eyes and the eye discipline of your linebackers when facing the quarterback. That's so sound like that you can't overreact or get ahead of yourself. You got to be disciplined and be where you're supposed to be.
Eyes are everything for a linebacker. I mean, your eyes take your feet take your hands. It's one of my sayings I say, but even in practice, like I don't carry a whistle because linebackers don't react to whistles on the field. You react to what you see. So all of our drills, everything that we do is a reaction drill where it simultaneously can, trains your eyes to look at and to react in a very urgent way to what you see. So, yeah, eye discipline is everything for a linebacker. Your pre-snap read to your post-snap read to your key, all that is important. If you don't have good eyes, then you can't play linebacker. It's a highway in it. You're literally in the middle of a highway when you're playing linebacker because you got the air, you got things going over your head, pass game, you got the run game, and it's when the ball snaps, everything's moving. Yep. So you got to have good eyes.
Coach, are you going to have? Let me put this in a way to make this answer easy for you. Are you going to have a full deck of cards to work with in your room tomorrow?
Am I gonna? That wasn't easy. I don't even know what the hell that means.
Are you going to have all of your?
Well, here's what he's saying, brother.
Can you translate?
Let me tell you what he's saying. He's trying to say. Yeah. First of all, he didn't mean like you can't answer a hard question.
No,
he was just saying he was trying to be politically correct.
Yes,
and not cross, stay out of the lines, not about. What he's saying is, hey, dog, straight up. Is Juju playing tomorrow, man?
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. We're going to get Juju in the game, man. Why you ain't say that?
Because I was just, I didn't want to put you on the spot, so I was trying to make it a yes or no question rather than making it about Juju.
I feel like when I had a roommate and he was like, hey, man, wasn't I with you last night? Yeah.
What time did we get back here?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God,
man!
So you got your full deck of cards.
I got my full deck of cards, baby. They already. You know what? I got my rounds with me. That's what we say.
All right.
I got my rounds. Yeah. Oh no, I'm in Colorado. I don't want to say that.
Yeah, we understand.
Yeah, we got this. You ready?
I'm ready. Dang, I need some new words.
Now you trying to be politically correct. I get it though. You keep doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good to see. I thought everybody in your unit, had an energetic and looked good at practice and was engaged. I think that this is me talking now, not Coach Hart, just me on the sidelines watching. I think sometimes players need a wake-up call. They need to miss some opportunities. They need to miss some games. Whether there's something personal at home, something scholastic, it doesn't matter. Just like, everybody has to step away for a second. I think the guys on this team, whether it's D-line, whether it has been the linebackers or whatever position that have stepped away for a second, I think they've come back better for it.
Yeah. I mean, that's just – yeah. I mean, football imitates life a lot of times. And, I think that happens in life, right? Sometimes you're pursuing something you want and it doesn't work out the first time around or whatever. Or you learn something for it and you come back and now you're experienced at it.
Or she orders steak and lobster and runs the tab up.
Well, that's when you know you're not getting another opportunity.
I can't believe that shit.
I know he's not going to come on the show, and we probably don't want him to come on the show.
Pretty Tony ain't coming on the show.
Because he makes me edit when I have to record it.
Pretty Tony ain't coming on the show. Y'all got to have a shadow screen. He coming in and a voiceover.
I think there actually is an effect on that board to change the voice.
Mm-hmm. Can you do that?
I think you can. I don't know if Alyssa knows how to do it, but I've seen it happen. There's a button on there. If you press it, it changes us like we're in the witness protection program.
Oh, let's do that.
Don't just press random buttons. This seems like a bad idea.
Oh, let's just
because the last time you muted him, we ain't heard the end of it.
You know what I'm saying?
We ain't heard the end of it.
Coach, you have a guy, Brendan Gant, who played safety and has dropped back down to linebacker. Has he been able to help Trevor with his transition to playing closer to the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, yeah, because you can relate to a guy that's done that. So y'all can talk about different things, talk shop. What's the differences? What comparables are the same, and how you get through those different little challenges. But besides that, unless you do it, I don't think you ever get used to it.
Yeah.
So it's got to be game experience, practice experience to be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, but I think, yeah, as far as talking about it and kind of sharing some notes on what they had to do to get ready, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That's a good question, Jake.
Our guy Mata's
Willie.
Thanks, man.
been waiting a while to come on the show. We got
Alejandro Mata, come on down.
We got to get him on here one way or another.
Let's get Mata on. Mata, come take my spot.
You out?
I'm out.
All right.
Appreciate
It was
you,
a
Coach.
pleasure.
My
Black
man.
first. I got to get my black man first.
Yeah. Did you like how I translated it for him, though?
That was great.
He's like, Coach,
At least I didn't give you the.
That was great translation. Yeah, that's
It's like, Coach, will you have all
What's
you
up,
need
Coach?
tomorrow?
Thanks.
Hey,
Yeah,
that man wasn't no juju player, man. Stop. He don't miss. Come on in here.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Appreciate you, Coach.
What's up, Mata?
Holy crap, this is cool.
Today is the first time. This is how I know we're blowing up. Today is the first time we've ever had guests waiting in line to come on the show.
Yeah, crazy.
Also, maybe we need to do a better job of scheduling them.
Yeah.
Usually we're just like, hey, you guys want to come on? And then like one person says yes.
Right.
And then we get them. Now
And
today,
then, the other times we have the advantage team hotel. We're facing them. You can kind of,
yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
But thank you for waiting.
Happy to be here.
Let me tell you what Mata said. Mata said he wasn't going to miss it. Like, he literally said, he's like, no, I'm here. I'm coming.
I was definitely, like, as soon as he told me that I was invited, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm not missing out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to miss out on this.
Doesn't miss shows, doesn't miss kicks.
What do
There
you
you go.
miss, Mata?
There's a lot of things that I miss. Like my family, but
Yeah.
it's cool.
And they got to be here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my parents are coming for this game, so it's
Good.
pretty
Yeah.
cool.
That's good stuff, man.
Yes, sir.
Alyssa, I
Where
need
do-
one favor for you while we talk to Mata. Could you Google and find a picture of Squeaky from Happy Days?
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, we
Here
got to take
go.
it back for a second.
Here
Go
we
right
go.
ahead while that's happening.
I was going to say, where do your parents live currently?
Georgia.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Beaufort, Georgia.
nice. And here's my other question. Is that first field goal against UCLA the weirdest make you've ever had?
Oh, it has to be one of the weirdest makes in like football history. It was insane. To this point, I still I watched the film and I'm so confused on why the guy didn't block it.
You know when you're playing Madden and somehow it feels like the ball went through a guy, or that's exactly what, I was standing down there in the end zone and I was like, I texted Jake because he was up near a TV. I was like, how did it not hit him?
I have no idea, to be honest. Coming off the field, I really thought it went through his body.
I think it did.
Here's what I think happened. Hats off to that specialist, that defender. He got back there. And when he got back there, he said, man, that's Alejandro Mata. And he was starstruck for a moment, and he forgot to block the ball. But I'm so glad he forgot to block the ball. It looked like he could have caught the ball.
Oh, yeah.
It looked like he could have taken it from
Yes.
the holder.
Yeah, he got
Oh, yeah.
back there, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, that's blocked. But it did not look it was going through the uprights.
I was definitely.
I was like, okay,
I
I'll
was
take
scared.
it.
I was very scared.
We'll just go with you nutmegged him.
Ooh. Wait, what do you mean?
So I thought that was a soccer term. I thought.
Oh, it is. It is. It is.
Yeah, so it went through his legs.
If it did, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool.
Have you ever practiced a kick like that?
Never.
How could you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Have Tank stand in front of him?
Tank? Oh, there's no way anything's going past that. Nah.
How was practice this week for you, man? How were your reps?
It was great. As far as I'm concerned, I didn't miss a single kick with the team. So
I will verify that. I didn't. You didn't.
I don't think I did.
You didn't. Matter of fact, in the indoor, you were in the narrow uprights.
Yeah. That's kind of what I aim for, and that's I don't like to stroke my own thing right here. But I am.
We appreciate that you don't stroke your own thing.
Hold on,
live
no,
on the DNVR Pregame Show. Thank you so much
Listen.
for you not liking to do that.
I'm saying I'm not trying to hype myself up.
All right.
There he goes.
Just glad you don't.
My vocabulary is very limited, and I've been hanging out with Trevor a lot. So I need you to excuse me a little bit.
What's it like playing for Trevor Riley?
That was great. He's definitely a unique person, a unique personality.
I want more, though. How is he a unique person?
Don't give him more.
I don't think I can give you details.
No.
Don't give him more. Do not give him. Save it for the book.
Yeah.
Don't give him more.
Yeah, I think it's better if we keep it off the show.
Okay.
All season long, even fall camp, Coach Prime has always talked about knowing you guys and knowing which one is good from this distance or that hash mark, and knowing whose vibe is right and whose energy is right that day. So you guys have, Feely's been out there, you've been out there, y'all kind of been doing your thing. And each day of practice, I could see Coach Prime huddled up with y'all like, relaxing the tensions, laughing, having a good time. What is it like to have that relationship, not only with your fellow specialists, but the specialists with the head coach?
It's definitely amazing. You know, it definitely makes the job a lot easier considering you don't have like that much pressure of like just competition. It's more seen as a friendly competition. So we love each other, we support each other. So we want all of us to do great on the field whenever we get the opportunity.
Yeah, outstanding.
I'll never forget this quote. It lives rent free in my head.
I think I know what quote it is.
You can't ice what's already iced. I got ice in my veins.
I do.
Brought to you by the pregame show, Model Postgame. Yeah.
It went viral.
It did go viral.
It went viral. It was crazy.
My question is, did Alejandro Mata, before meeting Coach Prime, would he have said something like that?
Definitely not. I was very like in high school. I was very like my own group. Nothing outside. No
Group
media.
of one?
Yeah, pretty much.
One man.
That's Jake now. Yeah, Jake's a group of one.
I guess so.
Yeah. Like I have friends and all that, but I wouldn't I wouldn't show like the same person.
Yeah.
Exactly. I definitely grew some more confidence as soon as I started playing for Coach Brown.
Yeah.
Is that kind of one of the best parts of playing for him?
Gotta be, for sure.
Have you seen that impact other guys on the team too?
I've seen our punter actually, Mark Vassett. He's definitely got a lot more confident, a lot more comfortable around us as well. So it's pretty.
And in showing the confidence.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I think like even in Jackson State, you were confident in your ability, but like Coach Prime has given you that confidence. Like, no, show your confidence. Go out there and dance after you get one. You know, like do your thing.
Yep.
What do you call that dance?
It was supposed to be the squabble.
Yeah.
But
I call it the "Don't do this again." That's as I saw it unfold, I was like, "No, I'm not doing that again."
Yeah,
Nah, you crushed
I
that
loved
shit,
it, man.
You crushed
Don't let
that
him
shit,
take
bro.
you down.
Yeah.
That was fire.
Yeah.
I definitely, if I'm gonna do it again, I definitely gotta work on it. But I talked to Mark. I talked to Cam. We have another celebration coming.
Oh, let's do it. I want to see it. I
Let's
want to
go.
see it.
Hopefully, it doesn't come down to another game winner. But if it does, I'm ready, and hopefully, y'all get to see the celebration.
Well, let me tell you this, man. I'm a cumulative guy, like the scoreboard is. A lot of times you see in football, a guy makes a field goal with 1 second left, and everybody's lifting him up. But he also made 2 field goals in the first quarter that mathematically were just as important, if not more important than that one.
Yep.
And so I think all of your – as it relates to this offense and us needing points, you look at what happened at UCLA in that first half, like those would have been game-winning field goals.
Yep.
You know, they were just in the first quarter and second quarter. So do your dance, man.
Oh, I'm doing my dance.
I got to say this. You said you talked to Mark and you talked to Cam. When you're talking about Cam, you're talking about Cam Dempsey.
Cam Warchuk.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Those are not the guys to talk to about dancing.
Oh, no, don't worry. The celebration has nothing to do with dancing. Don't even worry about it.
It's like talking to Jake about dating a girl.
Oh, jeez. Come on. See, even I feel for him on that one. I can't back you up there. That's too far.
Oh, no.
Well, yeah. That's where we go. We go too far.
Mata, this is going to be your 5th game kicking in this stadium. I'm just curious, is there anything weird or like any quirks, I guess, about kicking in Folsom Field at all?
I've definitely figured out the aiming spots in different like areas of the field. So it's definitely a lot easier as the season goes by.
How long did that take you to kind of pick up?
After the spring game.
Really, right? That?
Yeah.
And you don't want to stroke it, though, but you would just go out there like that.
I don't want to stroke it,
That was
yeah.
kind of stroking it, like, oh, spring game.
It's because, like, it really shouldn't take that long. You know, after, like, having Friday practices there and then game day the very next day, you kind of figure it out.
So IPF, Folsom, Franklin, or does it matter where you get your reps?
It doesn't matter, but I definitely prefer grass over turf.
Okay.
Yeah, I've played in grass fields all my soccer career, all my football career, so it's definitely like a lot easier to kick in grass.
Gotcha. Mata, Alejandro Mata. We got that picture of Squiggy?
Yes. Was there anything unique about kicking in the Rose Bowl last week?
It definitely felt great. You know, the biggest crowd I've ever played in, right? Jackson.
Yeah.
It was 70,000, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it felt great. I'm not going to lie. Like, running out and warming up, it definitely, like, I took it all in for sure.
Yeah.
Am I crazy for thinking that the CU fans were louder?
No, they were.
No, they were. They definitely were.
That was awesome.
UCLA, Rose Bowl, Arizona State, and one more. Those 2 for sure we took over.
Yeah.
Those were home games.
Yep.
Crowd noise, crowd energy, those were home games.
And Oregon fans are legit. Like you're not taking over that stadium.
No, you can't compete with that. You know that they don't have like a visitor side or visitor section. It's their damn stadium.
Yeah.
I do have something to say about Oregon though. Their student section wasn't the best.
Ooh, I love
Shots
it.
fired.
I love it.
What specific?
Who has had the best student section that you've?
Apart from us,
yes.
not gonna lie, we had a pretty good student section.
Ours pops off.
I'm pretty satisfied with ours. But apart from them, Arizona State was pretty bad too. I remember that, but definitely UCLA.
TCU.
Oh, TCU was pretty bad.
Yeah.
They were right behind us. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
They were pretty bad. They were making some fat jokes about me. So it was, yeah. There was
So when Mata gets to Jackson State, you know what happens when Coach Prime meets you. He doesn't get into remember names. You get a nickname, and that's your name,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how he knows you. So Happy Days, Lenny and Squiggy. He was like, that guy looks like Squiggy from Happy Days. And he says it to me because we were around the same age and I grew up on TV. And I looked over at Mata, had not known Mata before, and I was like, my God. Like, it is Squiggy. Like, he looks just like him.
that should have been my Halloween costume.
There you go.
You wouldn't have to do much.
What was your Halloween costume?
I didn't have one.
Okay.
I didn't really have time.
Yeah, I feel that.
What's your favorite Halloween candy?
Oh, well, I'm not a big fan of chocolate,
Okay.
so it's definitely gonna be like I forgot what it's called, but it's the sweet tarts, like the straws,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
the cherry straws. Those are pretty
Yeah.
good.
Oh wait, are we talking about sour punch straws?
No, there's like these sweet tart. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
See,
it's like red, like it's like a red and white cylinder.
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like the powder.
No.
No.
It's like a cylinder. It's like
Okay, yeah.
it's chewy. It's pretty
Yeah.
It's like gummy texture.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, licorice kind of thing.
kind of. Yeah. There you go.
You're weird, Mata.
I'm having a
I'm
bad
weird?
week knowing candies.
You want to talk about me? I'm not. You know what? I'm not gonna go
Tell
there.
him.
I'm
Tell
not-
Oh, you going to talk about my baked beans and tuna?
I wasn't gonna bring it up.
Yeah. All right. Y'all
What
try
is
it.
that?
So I sit with the specialists a lot, and they always want to get to know sessions. So you got to tell somebody something that nobody knows. And we were talking about strange foods that you like. And hey, man, Feely outed me today. Yeah, about that. So one day, man, I'm eating barbecue. I got some ribs right here. I got some baked beans right there. I had some tuna fish on top of like some lettuce, a little salad right there. A chunk of tuna fell over into the baked beans, and I ate it, and I was like, my God, this is the best thing that has ever happened in my
So
life.
are we talking like seared tuna?
No, like tuna fish you put on a sandwich, like the mayonnaise tuna.
Dude, come
It was
on.
great, man.
That was our reaction when we found out.
Well, I still wasn't like the weirdest one. Like
You weren't.
You got like a weird group of guys.
I didn't
the
have a
specialists
weird
are
one
pretty
either.
weird. Pretty weird.
What's y'all's? I'm curious now.
Favorite Halloween candy?
No, food that you like,
like-
that a combination of something
Yeah.
that you eat that nobody else would.
I mean, I guess it's not really too crazy nowadays, but barbecue sauce on mac and cheese,
I do
that
that.
shit smacks.
It's good.
Yeah.
I can only think of one that I've really been roasted for, and it is like I like hot sauce on everything.
Right.
You do like spicy sauce on a lot
Yeah,
of stuff.
I really do.
Yeah.
And so we were at Snarf's, and I ordered an Italian. Then they don't have like a hot sauce, so I said, "Can I get a side of buffalo sauce?" And then I was dipping my Italian sandwich in buffalo sauce.
I've noticed
and I got
about you.
killed for that.
We're in L.A. at Uncle Bill's for breakfast, and you were going through all the spicy sauces, like trying to find the right one. You know,
Yep.
and it's like this dude loves spicy. Yeah,
It actually, it took me about 31 years. That's how long I've been on this earth.
Oh, wow.
To realize that if something needs flavor, it doesn't always need hot sauce. Because I was always just like, oh yeah, hot sauce. And then
Are you black?
Allie, my fiance, was like, sometimes you could just add salt.
Salt.
And I added some salt, and I was like, oh, you're right. That did help. That did help. It didn't just only need hot sauce.
You just go to hot sauce every time.
Yes. I mean,
which contains salt, so you good. You get it.
that was my defense. I was like, yeah, there's lots of salt in hot sauce.
Nice.
Mata, team energy wise, bye week, go on the road, tough loss. Coming in this week, what's the vibe been like in the building for the players?
We still want it. Like we still want to go get that. We want to make that bowl game. We want to dominate every single game that we have for the rest of the season. We want to go 8-4. That's the main goal right now.
Love it.
Love it, man.
I absolutely love it.
Yeah,
I just had
Alejandro
another
mentality
Halloween
hasn't
candy
changed.
question.
Oh,
Oh, go right ahead.
Go ahead.
We're not here to talk about football. Go right ahead.
keep the candy
Bro.
questions going.
I'm not even going to say anything. Have you tried it now and later?
See, you're saying it wrong.
Now and later?
Nan later.
Now later?
Nan later.
Don't
Nan
think
later.
so.
No?
Well, we
That
will be
makes two
trying
of you.
them.
I've already tried them.
Oh, you're right. Well, I will be trying them in the next few days.
Okay.
because I ordered some off Amazon.
Nice.
Coach Prime said that was his favorite candy earlier in the week, so
Really?
that's why I asked you.
What's yours? Did we already do this?
We did.
What's yours, Neely?
We did. I'm kind of like Coach Prime. I don't have a major sweet tooth, but if I just got to grab something, I'm grabbing not just the M&Ms, but the yellow bag, and not the yellow bag because it's peanuts, but the yellow bag that says, hey, this is for sharing, and I don't share with anybody.
Like the 1 pound.
Yeah, like, no, man, this is like a big boy bag. It ain't enough. Like, this is going to the movie bag.
Neely wants the bag that you have to, like, throw over your shoulder.
Yeah, man. I'm
It's
like, man,
Santa's present.
matter of fact, this is not enough M&Ms. Talking about this is for sharing. The hell it is. So give me peanut M&Ms as a go-to. But if I
Have
just
you
got
had
to
the
pick
peanut
like a,
butter ones?
I have not.
Those are fire.
I'm gonna have to try them.
Those are my 2 least favorite. I don't like peanut butter or chocolate. So Reese's Puffs and all that kind of like screwed me up.
Hey, I don't
Yeah.
like peanut butter either, bro. I get clowned on for that, too.
Oh,
You guys are both way off, but
No,
hey,
just
to each
weirdos.
their own.
it's definitely like a
nothing wrong with
cultural
being
thing.
weird, man.
I don't like pickles either. When I go to Chick-fil-A, I order my sandwich without pickles. Make sure, because even if you put if you order like regular and then you take the pickles off, it still has like the little juice in the bread, and I can't do that.
Even that's too much.
Even
huh?
that's too much. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that. Not trying to deal with
I'm
that.
picking up on the pattern. No pickles, no stroking yourself. Got it.
Jeez.
You gotta have
You're
a-
never gonna let that one go,
Yeah,
are you?
challenge with-
We're gonna be in the game tomorrow, and I'm gonna make a
oh,
cake.
you know it's coming up.
And he's gonna be
Yeah,
like, "Hey, don't stroke yourself."
you already know that's happening. Like that is happening.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Good deal, man. Good deal. Mata, I don't want you to miss your bus, man.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Yeah, you got to get out
That
there.
would be bad.
All right, there he goes.
Man, thanks for coming by the pregame DNVR show, whichever order it is.
Close
I
enough.
forget. Yeah,
Almost.
yeah, you the man, Mata.
For sure. Appreciate you for having
Appreciate
me.
you.
Appreciate it, Mata.
I will catch y'all.
Keep on
Good luck
kicking
tomorrow,
through
brother.
people.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
However the hell you did it.
You're good.
You just stand there and hold it.
You're good. It's muted. You can just put it
Like you
down.
don't know. Like, what do I do with my hands?
You know,
Alejandro Mata.
like Coach Hart would tell his linebackers, like, run through the guy.
Yeah.
Maybe Trevor's telling him, like, kick it through the guy.
I don't know how that. It was a miracle.
Yeah.
It went
really
through the
was.
person's body, man. Like Madden, like a glitch in Madden, like you said.
I'll never understand. Somehow he overran the ball. Kind of like hit him with, like,
Exponentially overrated.
I should have said this when he was here. He would have probably known what I was talking about. He kind of hit him with like the Ronaldo hezzy.
That's a soccer thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Because whenever he does like PKs, he always like pauses right before he kicks it.
If you say so.
Are we doing prime players?
Let's do it.
Let's do
Oh,
prime players.
I was just gonna ask Coach Hart, who's my prime player, but I forgot.
Well, you got your answers because you now know that everybody has the potential to play. So
Yes,
your
full
concern
deck of
was
cards.
picking somebody that didn't even get the chance.
I was just trying to ask the question in a way that he didn't have to say anything but he could say something without saying something.
Yeah.
But
Offensive-
I guess we've moved past that in our relationship. Just ask him straight up. I like that.
Offensive player of the game. Who wants to start?
I will go.
Do you remember your pick?
Yes, I do remember my pick. I don't care if you got it on the screen or not. If I'm going to believe that we have offensive changes, then I have to believe that it's going to impact the run game. So then I believe I'm going with a running back. Give me Hankerson for offensive player of the game.
I love it. Really quick, Alyssa, do you have all the videos? Correct. Do you have the conducting the band video? No. I'll send it to you. Go ahead, Jake.
My offensive player of the game is Travis Hunter.
That ain't a bad pick.
He had a great defensive game last week, but was pretty quiet on the offensive side of the ball. I think he only had 3 receptions for like 21 yards. Give me a big Travis Hunter game because I think
I like it.
Coach Shurmur is going to really help out just the flow of this offense, and I think Travis is going to be a big factor in it. I think we're going to have better protection, some possibly different protection schemes, and Shador's going to have time back there, more time than he's had recently.
It's a sound pick, Jake. I'm going to do like
He's going to get the ball to Travis.
like RK did you with Alyssa going to a video while you were about to do your pick. I think it's sound for the same rationale. You know, if you have this change in offensive play calls, what that also leads to is what we kind of discussed earlier in this show and have discussed ad nauseum in other shows. Why aren't the best people on the field all the time? Mm-hmm. And if you go with that philosophy, that means Travis Hunter will be out there a good bit. If he's on the field, why aren't you going to him? So
absolutely.
Statistically, probability-wise, I think you made a sound call there.
Thank you.
All right, my offensive player of the game is
You got to look it up.
Dylan Edwards. I do believe in the idea that they're going to run the ball more, but that's not what this pick is about. I think that if I was in Pat Shurmur's shoes, I would look at the best game this offense has had. TCU. Obviously, Travis was heavily involved. Zay was heavily involved. Jimmy was heavily involved. We've seen all that since then.
Mm-hmm.
We have not seen Dylan involved in the passing game in the way that he was in that game. And so that would be the number one thing that I was saying. I got to bring that element back to our offense because that was clearly the catalyst that took us from being good to being great that day.
I agree with you so much so that it was also my pick. And then I had to go somewhere else because you grabbed it.
That is not true. You said Hankerson first. You took your hand off the chess piece. It was moved.
I said Hankerson, but I like Dylan.
I said, no,
and he said, no, you took your hand off. Well, my hand was still on the piece, but, home court, I couldn't argue with you. Go ahead.
Defensive side of the ball.
I used another term then. See,
yes,
I switched to home court.
I tried to pick Travis again. I was told I was not allowed to.
I thought you could. He's two different people.
You
playing
were
two
told
different
you were
ways.
allowed to. I just said it's weak to pick Travis for everything. Is he going to be your dark horse too?
No. It's.
I like how you guilt trip you into changing your shit, man.
I'm picking Omarion
Cooper. My defensive player of the game is our guy, Cam Silman-Craig.
Excellent pick.
I don't know. He's a dog. I can rely on him.
Do you remember when Jake picked the offensive line because it was that optimistic, I need this to happen, I want this to happen?
Speaking it into existence.
I'm doing the same thing. Manifestation, I think it's called. I am manifesting it. I'm going with D-line and give me 99 Shane Coates, man. I think that with this quarterback, this game, this being at home at night, give me one of the D-linemen.
Defensive player?
Yeah.
I think he was your dark horse.
Oh, was it?
You picked Shiloh.
Yeah. Shiloh was I got him switched in. So, but the same rationale.
Yep.
Shiloh is going to be up for this game because he got kicked out the other one. So, so you're exactly right. I did go Shiloh with defense and Shane Coates for dark horse.
Shiloh is going to hit someone very hard tomorrow.
Can't wait.
That's a promise.
Yeah, he is. So, great call on me in the correction. I appreciate it, Jake. Shiloh was my defense. And then I'm already ahead on the dark horse. So,
well, I was going to pick Travis Hunter, but I'm just kidding. I'm going with Trevor Woods. Trevor, obviously, at a new position. He's been starting on this defense all year, besides the one game that he missed. I think that was ASU. But give me a big Trevor game, perhaps leading the team in tackles this weekend.
Love it.
Because of the move down?
Just because he's a physical player, and we need our physical players to show up this game.
All right, I got you. I hear you.
I'm curious to see how Juju being back in the fold impacts the rotations there, because he is the one that they maybe need the most in terms of being physical. But I love your pick, and I think, Trevor is just waiting to have an interception coming out, getting into the backfield, jumping around.
Yep. Give me
3 games left. Three conversations like this pick-wise. Are we going to do Travis like we do Shador and just say you can't pick him? Just to keep Jake from picking Travis all the
time? No.
Okay.
I don't pick Travis all the
time. Because I picked Travis Offensive Player of the Week last week, and it didn't work for me. It's not like a cheat code.
I had a reasoning for it and everything.
But you say it's lazy for him, though.
Yeah.
It's like a weak call. He's just his go-to because he didn't do his homework.
It was weak to pick him for offense and defense.
Okay, here's my reasoning.
Because then you're kind of hedging.
No, I'm not. Here's my reasoning. We are in do or die mode.
Okay.
2 games left at home to play.
That's a great point.
You need to win this game. Your best player needs to have his best game of the season
and they
on both sides of the ball.
They got to be out there.
That would have been my reasoning.
Okay.
That's another one.
I ain't arguing with it.
For Pat Shurmur that I'm just like, what am I doing? I'm getting the ball to Travis Hunter.
Exactly.
I'm not arguing with that. That's sound.
All right. These picks were submitted before he sat down here and had an incredible appearance on this show. Maybe the best player appearance so far on this show. I don't know. Mata killed it. He is my dark horse of the game. I think that he said hopefully it doesn't come down to a game winner. I think it will come down to a game winner. We get to see his new potentially poorly planned dance.
No. Push back. Not poorly planned, poorly executed.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, they've been planning it, but the execution they go hit.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, I like that, man. I think that kickers have these moments where it's like it all comes down to this moments, but his kicks from first quarter through fourth are all meaningful on the scoreboard for us.
Absolutely.
Good call, man.
Do you guys think we go to overtime?
The nighttime at Folsom Field curse this season has been overtime, hasn't it?
Double overtime.
Yeah.
Well, there's some historic overtime games in this matchup, too.
In the last 2 games between these two teams,
last
2 home games between these two teams have gone to overtime.
Yep.
So that means another 3 a.m. show, huh?
Sure does. By the way, I want to give a shout-out to my barber who put this brand together. I feel like it's perfect for this show, for Coach Prime, because what does he say? We don't feel pressure.
No, we apply it. Yeah.
Apply
pressure.
Exactly.
So shout out to my barber for that.
All right, Super Chats.
No, that would be you, Alyssa. Take
I
it
know.
down.
I haven't looked
Whenever
at these
you're
yet.
ready, Alyssa.
I don't know what you're over there doing, but
I haven't read them yet.
clearly we're bothering you. So
I haven't proofread these yet.
one job, Alyssa. You know, the 3 of us.
She has so many
The
more
3
than
of
one
us bring
job.
in the equipment. The 3 of us hook up the equipment. The 3 of us check the Wi-Fi, make sure it's running live on both channels.
Yeah.
All
I
you
know.
have to do is wait on Super Chats. You've been over there snacking, the paper rattling, you and Allison.
Yeah.
And then it's like you hadn't even read them. Like, come on, man.
I'm just sitting here watching you guys.
I think that's the funniest Slack I've ever seen.
That's hilarious.
Okay, DJ Flame to you. Do you think Sean Lewis returns as an OC next year once we have a better offensive line? Also, can we get Mata on a podcast episode? Boom.
There was
Didn't
something.
we just do that?
Yeah,
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
these don't go in
Yeah,
podcast
these
forms.
don't.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. That's what I thought. They didn't once, but that's because it was a morning show.
Yeah, I'm not going to speculate on who's here or not here next year, whether it's players, coaches, you know, or myself. Who will be here is who Coach Primes feel can continue to move this program up in the right direction, you know, toward being playoff, bowl games, and national championships. So I think what we're focused on, though, is these next games, not next season.
I'll speculate. While I respect your decision to not speculate, no, I don't think Sean Lewis will be here next season.
I agree.
I'll tell you guys what I said to Matt McChesney yesterday, which is Coach Prime's network is everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone. Mm-hmm. And based on what's happened this year, there is a lot of intrigue and people that want to be here. Warren Sapp is, trying to go through all of the boxes to check because he wants to be here. He wants to be a part of this. So there are going to be some really special people that I think want to be involved in this. And that is not to say that, Sean Lewis won't be definitively.
You just said he won't.
But I'm just saying.
Wait a minute.
I'm not saying that definitively. But
pretty damn strong.
If I am to give my opinion, I'm guessing that someone else will be here because of that effect, the Prime effect.
I mean, yeah, Prime knows too many people, and we may have seen some potential candidates already here too. So,
all right.
Super chat from Bake ZD. Since elevating Shurmur means coach will have to demote someone, who gets demoted?
There's a limited
not
number of
answering
headsets,
this.
so it's just that's organizational. That's in the math somewhere.
Yep. We don't know. Or if we do, we can't say.
yep.
Connor Johnson, super chat says, can I get a go Beavs? Haha, see y'all Saturday in real life.
Not this
You
weekend.
can't. Also, Alyssa, you shouldn't have said that. You said you hadn't screened them. Now those
I
words
know.
came out of your mouth.
I know.
Connor. Not this week, Connor.
Hate you, Connor.
Aloha Buff super chat. Thanks for being here, Coach Hart. Always a great show when you are here.
Thanks for the super chat.
Coach Hart, go.
It's an American treasure.
Yep. I'm gonna
He
be.
must be protected at all
I'm gonna
costs.
cry tears of joy and sadness when he becomes a head coach and leaves us.
He is definitely going to be a head coach.
That just
one
means
day.
we have to open up an All-City branch wherever he ends up coaching.
That's true.
Super chat from Renee Owen says, great show today, all of you. Kudos to Neely for not mentioning hashtag throwing balls. What? I don't know.
I don't think Neely deserves any kudos for appropriateness today.
No.
You know what? All right. I'll work hard. I'm going to the lab. I'm working harder. If I have to stroke myself, if y'all not going to do it, then I'll do it. I'm not like Mata.
Next super chat.
East Coast Kev says, see, I called it. I kept saying that Sean Lewis was a plant. Everybody thought I was a conspiracy theorist.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
you still are.
I'm glad you said it.
Yeah, like, I hear you, but you didn't call it.
This doesn't mean you were right.
No. Because if you were right, he would be like gone and headline like aliens. That's a conspiracy theory.
Let's see, Anita Anthony. So for 4 games, everyone has been calling for Sean Lewis to go, and then today it's, oh, how could he do that to him? Please stop.
That's just the haters, man.
Yeah.
Last one. Aloha Buff says, great show as usual. Jake, Arcane, Anka, appreciate you all, but Jake is the man. Go Buffs.
Jake is the man.
Jake is the man.
Wow. Thank you.
Undisputed.
He is the
Appreciate
man.
it. Thank you.
You know, you know what I got to do? I got to get you guys, man. We got to go by Denver Exotic Car Rental.
Oh, okay.
Got to get y'all by there next week, man. Phenomenal group of guys. When I say exotic cars right here in Denver that you can rent, floss in, you come up here on game days and you'll see a Lamborghini truck out there or see this or that out there. They got it, man. They are well equipped. You know, here's what we need to do. We need to like go there, do a segment or two with them, and ride in the cars.
Yeah. Will they let me drive?
Yeah, like they're for rent. Now they got a couple out there. The hell I can't get in. If I get in, I can't get out of. Because you got to roll out of them.
Can we shoot like a music video?
Yes.
Ghost Ride the Whip?
Ghost Riding the Whip. Yeah, Uncle RK with a feature from Jake.
Let's go. I'm in. Jake's
like, I'm just not invited.
Jake's
no,
twerking
you're getting a
on
feature,
the,
man. Like Jake, you know, all the times on the show when we try to leak in rap lyrics, you fail. So like, this is your opportunity to step up.
I mean, if I tried to leak in metal lyrics into the show, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about.
We would never even
have
flinch.
No idea that you were just referencing something from a metal song. Do they have words in metal songs?
Of course they do.
Give me one. Give me a meaningful metal lyric.
Oh, there's a bunch. The
Okay,
one in my
would be a problem to
Instagram
give me
bio
one then.
is smash through obstacles with a mind of steel and a heart of gold.
And that's from a metal song.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
North Lane. Shout out North Lane.
A mind of steel and a heart of gold?
Smash through obstacles with a mind of steel and a heart of gold.
It's very Buffs appropriate.
Is that you live by that creed?
It's in my Instagram bio. Of course it is.
No, do you live by that creed?
Yeah.
It's basically tatted on him at this point.
We're getting, by the way, 2 things going to happen. One, the pregame show, thank y'all so much out there, has reached 100,000, which means we finally get to see the arcade video. And maybe when we get to 150, 200, Jake is getting a neck tattoo.
Yep, and it's going to say those lyrics. All right.
All the way around his neck.
We have more Super Chats, or do we play the video? Nope, that's it. All right.
Are we going out on the video? Do we say bye now?
No, we got to have some commentary after.
All right,
all right, fine. Roll it. Roll it.
How many videos do we have?
Yeah, which one is it?
We have 3 because I can't. So we've got Pastor, Twerk, and then the one you just said.
Well, let's play all of the other stuff first, and then play the pastor as like me being forgiven for those sins.
Okay.
Which is an amazing moment.
Oh, God.
The 18. 4-2. Super dope producer.
Let's go.
Waste of space, Jake. Our hero.
Hey, all right.
Damn, I thought you were on me when you said our hero. It's time to drink.
It's time to drink.
Be documented. Oh, sorry. I thought it was payday.
We're drinking out of buckets.
Superman, man, ho!
Hey, it's the pregame show, DNVR Buffs Live. That is the DNVR pregame show. How it is. What up?
You know we live.
Jake, you fucking up. That was anti-fuck up.
I'm just saying we live.
We live. He has nothing. He's gone. He's gone. We just proved every horror movie to date wrong. I stayed with these people.
Oh, and you lived.
And I did not die. Take that, Hollywood.
Guys, we forgot to kill him.
And I did not die.
Oh, man.
What is? I'm just saying we live even me.
Alyssa, this may be challenging, but if anybody can do it, you can. The drinking from the bucket scene, could you go back and pause it on Jake's eyes?
Oh, now we're playing another video? We're already playing the... What is this? There's just new stuff coming up. Oh man, that was at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
in the in LAX.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That was terrible. That was honestly one of the worst. I've just like the way I felt as we were trying to sleep in the airport was just like
you just couldn't get comfortable, man.
So terrible.
I felt worse getting off the plane.
I told you guys it was like the way like under bridges and stuff they put like things in there so like homeless people can't sleep, which is kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. Like the chairs were designed to make you as uncomfortable as possible.
Yes, they were horrible chairs, man.
You guys couldn't. I don't know if we saw it clearly enough on the video of what the sign said that I ripped down at TCU.
Oh yeah.
It said like, let me actually look. It was like calling.
It was like they were trying to say shit door
shit door instead of Shador. Like losing to TCU runs in the family or
but
something.
But the fact
like
that you went on private property to take something down, I salute you, my friend.
Yeah,
and that was week one.
Incriminated myself by
that was
posting
week one.
It on the internet.
yes.
We were feeling ourselves.
That was week one.
Yeah, I mean, I was just doing. Honestly, wasn't trying to vandalize anything. I was just doing them a favor. The sign was incorrect because it said that they were going to lose and they won. So I was just helping them out. I didn't want them to look.
And you hit the hell out that Soldier Boy in Arizona.
Someone said I can't talk shit about Mata's dancing, which I never did. But I don't know.
No, situationally, I think you nailed it. You were 2 buckets in.
Yeah. Plus, I was trying to move forward while dancing. I thought it was execution.
The win for me though is Jake's eyes at the bar with the buckets. Like he was.
Bro,
I was ready. I was locked in.
I don't know what you were ready for, but you were something.
You were absolutely ready. Those eyes were.
That was just like last chance shot of adrenaline right there because that was another day where not a lot of sleep that weekend. So
here's the fun stuff. Whether it's what was it, Uncle Bill's?
Which one of you guys took that picture of me sleeping?
That would be me.
Okay.
He was the one sitting across from you there.
Yeah, that would be me.
Well, you and Alyssa were also sitting across from me.
Yeah, well, I took it and sent it to her. I said, we got to save this.
Honestly, the look on my face is like exactly how I felt. Just so mad about how uncomfortable I was.
Yeah. But guess what's coming, though? Not today.
What?
The L.A. footage. The unreleased L.A. footage. The minivan, we rented I got all that.
Oh,
yeah.
hell
That hadn't been released yet. That's coming.
Let's go.
Yeah,
also,
so this is just a taste of the arcade files.
There's more, and there's more. We still have more tonight.
Look at the screen.
Oh, my God. Did you just
look at the eyes? Look at Jake's eyes.
Never has anyone looked like they listened to metal more than that picture.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh man!
And this is when y'all talked me into going out with y'all. Remember, I was going back.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I put on like the hard sell.
Oh, you did it, man.
Bro,
the peer pressure was real.
I haven't tried to convince someone of something that ardently since I was single.
And you did such a great job. I said, "Damn it, I'm not only going. I'm drinking out of a bucket too. We're in this together."
We had to. That was when they covered the win total.
Yep. It was payday. That's why I was talking
exactly.
About.
Jake's eyes, though, man.
Damn, that was
in the zone.
I love it.
Leave me alone.
That would never happen.
Damn, they're saying Mata is better than me.
What's the next video?
It's tough. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Keep them coming.
Play it. Let's go.
Yeah,
100K for my boy.
Yeah, reached 100K, pregame show, YouTube reached 100K. And we said when that happened, if the fans got us there, we were releasing all the arcade videos from the season. So here's arcade conducting the band and the visiting team.
You know what my challenge is?
What's that?
By the time DNVR is coming up on 100K, I need to have more embarrassing videos of myself for us to tease. I think so, too.
Because I tell you, I want the shirt. I want the arcade Mr. Crab shirt.
Oh. All right, here we go. I cut it off.
This guy here, man.
You know, we're short on time here. I'm already live for
Are we?
2 hours.
You tried to stop it before the police escort, huh?
Hey, see, now I'm getting back. I guess I have my calling. My calling is not cranking that. Someone said, RK low-key nice at conducting.
What's the last video?
Okay, we playing it or going out with Pastor?
Let's go out with this one, yeah?
All right, yeah. So you want to set it up? You want to set it up or just because we got to tell them what happened?
Well, I finally got my opportunity to apologize to Pastor. I saw you talking to him. I was like, all right, here we go. This is my time. And now he follows me on Twitter, so we're basically two peas in a pod.
Y'all are besties, man. You like a man. You owned up to cussing out a pastor.
Yep.
And he told you when he understood and accepted your apology. And everyone who wants to blame you for the losing streak that occurred after cussing out a preacher, he said that's not the case. He's forgiven.
Yep, exactly. And can we add, like, going to see Pastor in action to our little tour of the South?
We got to go to Atlanta and go to his church.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
So we're going to Jackson to have Stamp Burgers, going to Mobile Senior Bowl. Then we're
Louisiana.
going to Atlanta. Yeah, well, yeah. We got to go back to New
Orleans.
Then we're going to go up to Atlanta and go to Pastor Dewey Smith's church.
That would be epic. All right. Play us out, Alyssa.
We'll be back tomorrow.
Skol Buffs.
Yeah, Skol Buffs.
Yeah, right. You're wrong color still.
We trying to. Hey, RK, this guy that cussed at you on ass.
Okay.
I've been waiting for this moment to apologize to you.
It's okay. I mean, it was all in passion. Exactly. But I got some soap in my bag. And so my grandmother said you gotta wash your mouth out with soap.
That is fair.
So I give you soap so you can wash your mouth out.
That is fair.
And we'll be even there.
Now, a lot of the fans in the chat have been saying we've been losing because he cussed at you.
Well, he didn't cuss at me.
This is my guy right here.
It wasn't at me. It was really in passion about the game.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
So the truth is, if you watch me during the game with cameras on the whole game, you hear a whole lot more of those. So I just didn't get caught on camera.
So he's forgiven.
He's no doubt about it. That's my friend.
That's all we need.